Popping, y'all. This right here is breaking news. So this will be episode 20 of shit that be on my mind. If you like what I'm saying, hit that like button and subscribe. Uh, and by the way, this your boy Bishop. But breaking news, man. Tatiana Jefferson, the young lady who was killed in Texas by the race soldier, you know, just you really ain't heard nothing about it. You heard the officer quit, basically, which to me I felt like it was orchestrated, because why it takes so long for the whole situation to play out, for him to quit or y'all to bring some charges up on him. So I feel like they said, hey, you quit, we'll find you another job somewhere in Texas or outside of Texas, you know what I'm saying? Because by him just quitting, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't bring no negative connotation to the police department, to the chief, to none of that. He just quit, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure, or resign, my bad, resign, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's still able to get his pension if need be. You know what I'm saying? No, tell him how much he got in a GoFundMe that they didn't started for him, So we done took our eyes off the situation. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can say about us black people, man, I love us, but at the same time, we easily distracted. Very easily distracted. If it's a new dance, if it's a chicken sandwich, if it's a Eddie Murphy, or whatever is trending on social media, trust me, black folk is ahead of the curve. And once we trend on something, or once something catch on, we just stuck with it, and we focus on it, and we go from one thing to another. So if I wasn't black and I was a person who was sitting back from the dominant society, I would say, like, damn, it's easy to easily distract these niggas, So basically, a Tatiana Jefferson was killed. We had an uproar for what, about 2 weeks. We got quiet. Other things came into the news, from politics to, like I said, the Popeyes chicken, all kind of shit. So now we moving on to the next. So what's popping now? Oh, this was popping. Everybody doing this, or everybody up on this. So we on that. Now, Tatiana's father has died. And the father was definitely against anything about any apologizing, anything that they did for that last Texas case with the one brother who was killed by Amber Geiger. The father was against any of that. He was like, we don't need none of these, lawyers. We can pay for it ourselves. We can pay for it myself, this, that, and the third. So the dad was definitely on cold, but he just wasn't with the fuck shit, it seemed like it to me. The whole, let me hug my killer and all. He wasn't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he came out in the news, said what he had to say, and he was going against what the family was basically saying, because the lawyers, the two lawyers, the Crump guy and the other guy, I can't think of his name right off bat, but them two, man, all they is in it is for the bag. They is civil rights / settlement lawyers, and they just basically trying to get the money. So they basically telling families that getting killed by these police, just get on the stand or just say you forgive them and cry. See, that's a settlement that they done made with the city and the police department, and they telling the family, this is what y'all need to do to get the bigger bag. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's what they doing. The father of Tatiana Jefferson, he went with that shit. You know what I mean? So he was basically definitely splitting down the middle, and they was like, damn, he not going along with it, so woo, woo, woo. Now, like I said, all the shit that came in the news, we ain't paid attention to nothing. Now, all of a sudden, this man died from a heart attack. Now, could he an older man, so I'm not going to say he couldn't have died from a heart attack. His daughter dying, that stress. Things could have happened, but it's kind of crazy that all of a sudden he died from a heart attack. So I would really want to know, like, what was his health before? I know it's not easy to get anybody's health records, but I would really want to know, like, what was his health condition before this situation? Because if his health condition wasn't that bad, then all of a sudden he had a heart attack, then I got to throw my tinfoil, kufi on and say, hold up, something ain't right with this. You understand? So now that man is dead. Now I guarantee you, going forward, the family have a straight shot now, because they don't have the dad, in the way, because the dad had got custody of the body. The dad had got a lot of shit in his way. As far as, Tatiana. and the family lost a lot of, saying rights or whatever towards the daughter. So now that he dead, I wonder how that's gonna go. You know what I mean? Do the rights go back to them? And if go back to them, they already on the coon train and the money train. So I guarantee you, it's gonna be a whole love fest when this man go to court. It's gonna be just like the Amber Geiger case. And now the dad there, he you know what I'm saying? He can't stand up and speak and say, well, I ain't hugging shit. I don't want no hug. I want him to get life or death penalty or whatever. You know? So, like I said, man, just pay attention to shit, man. You ain't gotta, like when I talk to other people, you know what I mean, that might not be thinking this way, and they whole thing is like, whoa, I get it, man. I know, it's like today is Sunday. So you got all these black folk going to church to listen to this white God or white Jesus. You know what I mean? So I get it, man. A lot of folk is brainwashed, man. But just think just a little, man. Just understand just a little. You know what I mean? Like if we can believe Elroy is running the block and he run this house and he run this street. Think of it from a larger context about these white folk in the dominant society. What makes you think they wouldn't do certain shit? Like, we know niggas in the hood that done murder niggas that done got away with murder. We know niggas in the hood that done did certain shit. So at the end of the day, if we can believe that, how we can't believe that white folk from a dominant society with billions and trillions of dollars and access to information and X, Y, and Z, what makes you think they can't orchestrate certain shit? Like, come on, man. Like, really think about the capability of what they do. If you just look at history from Malcolm X to Martin Luther King, all our leaders, so-called leaders, look what they did to them. You don't think they doing that today? You know what I mean? Like us being on code, that's the worst thing that they afraid of is black people all thinking on the same code. We don't have to all agree on what we like, what we dislike, this, that, and the third. But if we all on code, they can't stand that. You understand? So at the end of the day, man, just pay attention. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Tatiana, you know what I mean, and her dad. But I guarantee you, man, this whole little situation is about to go to a coon and money train because the other family is definitely on board, man, and he wasn't. So that's all I gotta say. Just pay attention. Don't get caught up in the fuck shit. Like, I'm riding past Popeyes yesterday. Niggas is really tripping about a weak-ass Popeyes chicken sandwich, man. What's wrong with you niggas, man? There's a lot more other real shit going on in the world. You know, I understand it because I understand, like, people who are addicted to shit. Like, if they addicted to drugs and alcohol, they trying to find escapism. So I would say that's what black people's main issue is. We don't never want to focus on the real shit at hand. We want to do escapism. But it ain't gonna go nowhere, man. It's like a problem that you face, and it's like if you get put out your house and you homeless in the middle of winter, you can go try to smoke dope and drink, but when you wake up the next day, it's gonna be reality, nigga. You don't have nowhere to stay, so you either gotta barbecue or mildew, like they say, man. Stop trying to escape from the reality of what's going on. It's real shit going on. We gotta pay attention to it, man. I ain't saying that man didn't die from a heart attack, but man, listen, man, if you do the research on it, something just ain't adding up, man. And then, like I said, if his health was good before this, and then all of a sudden his health, come on, man, like something just ain't right, man. So that's all I gotta say. Y'all have a good day. Peace.